we are ready for game two, whether I am or not. Sarah Melodia in the circle for game two, and Lily King leading off for the Pride.
Center field, number 10, Lily King.
First pitch is lined up the middle, base hit. Lily King makes the turn and heads to second, and that's a leadoff double. How did that? Yeah, we are tied at 4 in the fourth at baseball now.
Batting second, designated player, number 23, Elizabeth Leverton.
Leverton fouls it off. It's 0-1. So the baseball team is at Baker, and they were down 4-1. Sherwood homered to make it 4-1, and then he just got a bases-loaded 2-out single to tie it. So Bryson Sherwood, dating our pitcher here, Sarah Melodia, to tie it in. You know, having a good game down the road in Baldwin City. Pioneers won game one 9-1 in 6 innings. That's grounded up the middle. Schulte, not Schulte, Stokes. Don't know my problem with them. I get them confused. They're the new freshman infielders. Sorry. 1 out. They're not new, though. This has been 20 games at least that I've called for them. There's no excuses.
Batting third, shortstop, number 17, Deja Bates.
Deja Bates now takes ball 1. We don't have camera 3 up and running. Called strike. 1-1. Melodia is 8-3. This is her 12th start. She has a 3.23 ERA, 65 innings, 70 hits, 27 strikeouts, opponents hitting .277. She relies on soft contact. And she's having an excellent season. Man, is it still Trevino? How'd they score? Homer? Ooh, nice pick from Van Lanker. Throw back to third. Safe. Two and 2. Solo homer from Baker puts them in the lead, 5-4 in the bottom of the bottom 4. Wonder what kind of wind they're dealing with down there in Baldwin. Full count, 1 out, runner at third. Blowing out at Baldwin, I'm getting fouled away. So I'm Sports Information Director Chad Jenkins. I'll be bringing you the action today, switching between cameras 1, 2, and 3 if we ever get that running. I'm also doing the stats as my GA has taken off. So full count, up the middle, base hit, 1-0. Same thing happened in the first inning of last game, and then that was all Clarke was able to muster. Grounded through the hole into left field. Nothing's been hit particularly hard just yet. Just a lot of seeing eye singles, and it's 1-0 and still threatening. Flip to second. Sorry, I was doing other things and got distracted. That's just a FC6. Out 6-4 plus. First and third, 2 down for LaDuff.
First base, number 36, Kennedy LaDuff.
This is in ball 1. Called strike 1-1. One ball, 2 strikes. Misses up. Count runs even. So I finished my story about what happened last year at the end of game 1. And it feels good to get that off my chest. It's seriously been in my head for a year. Full count. And what I had speculated turned out to be correct, is that someone thought I was making fun of one of their fans, when in fact the opposite was true. And we see how dangerous that could be. Tapped foul, we'll do it again. Because I'm a bumbling idiot. I play the idiot, and it's funny. But I actually work really hard at this. And it's really difficult to make all this happen. And so when someone said that I was being inappropriate and trying to get me in trouble, little pop, barehanded, RBI, nope, there's 2 outs. I know how to play this game. In play, 5-3, I'm doing the stats today too.
For the Pride in the top of the first, 1 run,
So it just feels good to be done with that, and that what I had speculated in the moment was correct, is that just someone misconstrued what had happened, and then it snowballed. And I mean, it was a rough go for me for a couple of days, because I worked really hard at this, and then it was just all wrong. But again, what I said was not glorifying, and I acknowledge that. But those were separate incidents. But I'm glad I seriously go to bed every night and think about what I could say, because it was I thought I was going to have to wait till 2024 to talk about it, because we played them here last year. I figured we would play them in Dubuque this year. But then I saw the schedule for 2023, and I was like, oh, we host Clarke again. Oh, I could talk about it this year and be done with it. So feels good. Feels good. And that'll be it. It's gone now.
Pitching for Clarke, number 2, Paige Pishka. Leading off for the Pioneers in the bottom of the first, center field, number 19, Cordelia Hanger.
Cordelia Hanger leads off. She was perfect in the last game. A couple of walks, a couple of steals, a bunch of runs. Did not get retired. And it's 1-0 to Hanger. The pitcher is, they told me what it was and I forgot. Hold on a second. Pishka. Called strike, really? Okay. Paige Pishka. Which, again, I'm going to preface this by saying I'm not making fun of anybody right now. I'm stating a statement of objective fact that it's funny and humorous, and I'm going to comment on it. Grounded up the middle. Hanger remains perfect. Paige Pishka, spelled P-Y-S-Z-K-A, right? So that's a crazy last name. And they really leaned into the difficult spellings by using Paige with a Y instead of an I. Normally you see Paige P-A-I-G-E, right? They went P-A-Y-G-E. They're like, nope. It is going to be difficult with this girl's name, and we're leaning into it. Good on you, Pishkas. As Hanger steals another base. What new? Josh Martinez with a solo shot, and we're tied at 5 in Baldwin City. Looks like we got a good game brewing down there. That's drilled to short. Into center field. It's bobbled. Hanger was not looking at the coach and was being sent after the bobble, but she had pulled up, but it's all right. So let's call that a base hit. To center. Hanger to third. Brown on the throw. Moves to second. And it's second and third, nobody out from Morgan Fouch. I got no error on the play. I would have given one if Hanger had scored, because she was not being sent until the bobble. Down the right field line, foul. There should be some indicator lights on the front like this. Ball gets away, no advance. 2-1 to Fouch. Still working on trying to get camera 3 up. That's in the dirt. That misses. Bases loaded, nobody out. And this song is apropos. Highway to the danger zone. Kelly Stokes to the plate with the bases loaded and nobody out. If that's not the danger zone, then there is no danger zone. Called strike 1 from Pishka. Pishka is 2-1. This is her 5th start and has a 6.55 ERA in 36 and a third innings. 60 hits, 14 strikeouts, opponents hitting .364. Oof, good hack. 0-2. Into left field. Back. Hanger moves up to score. Sac fly. We are tied at 1. Pioneers have a lot of sac flies this year. In play. F7 SF RBI 1. Schulte now.
Batting 5th. Third base, number 17, Abby Schulte.
Called strike 1 on Schulte. Oh my goodness. Popped up. Big out if they can get it. Wow. Bases loaded, nobody out. Pioneers needed more than one. Still have a chance, but with 2 outs, it's going to take a big knock from London Fiorella.
Batting sixth, left field, number 4, London Fiorella.
Little flare into right, that's down. Nia Brown makes the turn, heads to the plate, and scores. Fiorella heads to second on the throw, and the Pioneers lead 2-1. Allie Van Lanker. Boy, she could use a big hit.
Seventh, catcher, number 25, Allie Van Lanker.
She had a huge start to this season, but it's been a lot of that lately. Way out in front, pulling everything down the third baseline. Stay through the middle. There it is again. Nope, that was outside. Good take from Van Lanker. Grounded to short, off the shortstop, into center field. 2 runs will score on the error, and it is 4-1. E6. Riley Slycord now.
Base number 28, Riley Slycord.
Tap towards short. Fielded cleanly. The throw across, and that'll do it. Pioneers score 4. We go to the second, up by 3. 23. Swing and a miss, and Cordelia Hanger has been replaced. Okay. Fiorella's in center, Nia Brown to left, and Brooklyn Newberry to right.
Top of the second for the Pride. Second base, number 18, Maya Durr.
Nia Brown is in left, and Fiorella's in center. Swing and a miss. 2-2 on Durr. That misses just outside, full count. Still tied at 5, top of the 6th in Baldwin City for the baseball team. Game 1. Leadoff walk.
Batting 8th, right fielder, number 6, Emma Hotnet.
That's into deep center field up against the fence. That's Hodnett with a double, and it's second and third, nobody out. The tying run comes to the plate. Stand by, I will reset mine.
Third base, number 24, Leah Gray.
Leah Gray, swing and a miss, strike 1. Give me something small, like a fingernail. Can you push that button on and off and then turn it back on? Push it back in, yeah. Yeah, okay. Camera 3 is trying to fire up. Hold on. 2-1, I think, on Gray. This is Leah Gray hitting .250 coming into the day. Called strike. 2-2. Grounded to short. Checks the runner. Safe at first and safe at home. A disaster play for the Pioneers. That's got to be an E6 and an RBI. The throw pulled her off the bag. All right, E6, RBI.
10, Lily King.
Back to the top of the order, Lily King. Squares to bunt, pulls it back, takes a strike, and Gray steals second. Bunts it foul, 0-2. Got her swinging, huge strikeout from Melodia.
Designated player, number 23, Elizabeth Leverton.
Elizabeth Leverton now, the 2-hole. Called strike one. I got nothing on this stupid thing. I need another battery that looks like this. I think it might be in the top bucket down there, maybe between innings. Missed my car again, it always will. One and two. Got her swinging. Another huge strikeout from Melodia. Light at the end of the tunnel. It'll bring up Bates.
Shortstop, number 17, Deja Bates.
Is that Clausen getting chased? Oh. There's a little boy who's stolen the ball from a group of girls, and they are chasing him around. They look to be about 8 or 9. That was the life, man. Into right field. Got to make the catch. Can't do it. 1 run scores. Here comes the second run. Tie game. Oh, what a huge hit with 2 outs. Grounded to short. Fouch takes it herself. And that'll do it. We go to the bottom of the second, tied at 4. Bayless takes strike one, leading off
the
bottom of the second.
Pioneers designated player number 7, KK Bayless.
Oh, takes strike two. I don't know about that one. The 2-2, a little ephus pitch or something crazy. 3-2. That's up. KK works a one-out or leadoff walk. And it's Brooklyn Newberry. Hanger must have gotten hurt around the bases her first time up.
Brooklyn Newberry.
Remember, I got camera 3 back. There's Brooklyn Newberry. Newberry is 2 for 9 on the season, hitting .222. Called strike. Remember when KK pulled up at third and kind of stopped suddenly? I'm wondering if something got jarred loose there or something. Speculating. Fouled away, 1-2. But a spark plug like Cordelia Hanger is impossible to replace. And the Pioneers are going to have to manufacture some offense without her. But there are some thumpers in this lineup. Newberry, little flare. It's down, base hit. That's the kind of thing Hanger does anyway. What's the difference? Infield hits. So this time through the lineup, didn't hurt us.
Right field number 6. Direction left field number 6, Nia Brown.
Nia Brown, the left fielder now. What? We think so. I didn't see it. Bunt. 1-4 for the sacrifice. Both runners move up and we're good. Sac BU plus.
Shortstop, number 11, Morgan Fouch.
Morgan Fouch had a couple of hits in game 1. Goes after the first pitch here, fouls it away, and it's 0-1. Called strike. We're tied at 5 in the 7th inning in Baldwin City. Castillo to the plate in a big spot. Slashed foul. Castillo's got to keep the ball off the ground in this situation. Camera 3. 0-2 to Fouch. Grounds it to second. RBI. Pioneers take the lead. That's just good. Good job by Fouch to not strike out there, put the ball in play. Pick up a ribby.
Second base, number 20, Kelly Stokes.
Wow, it is getting colder and colder. It's very windy. Would you rather be anywhere else? There's that big changeup that she features a couple times now. She's thrown that. Careful with that thing on a windy day like this. It might not reach the plate, and if it does, you might not get it back. The 1-1. Slashed into left. Get down. It will. Base hit. Stokes headed to second. Oh, it hits her in the face. Jeez. What is going on out there? And I guess that's a double because she never stopped, really. Hold on. I got the replay. I got other things to handle here. Hold on a second. She's wearing that cage on her face, so that helped.
Abby Schulte.
Boom, 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 bo do 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 do. Popped up. Heads up, kids. Schulte or Stokes would have been out by a mile if that had been handled cleanly, but it skipped on her and then jumped up, hit her in the face. Fouled away again. All right, I've got the replay. Just bear with me. Got too many things going here. Up the middle. Through the legs of the pitcher. Stokes being held. We've run against that center fielder too many times today. Second and third. 2 outs.
Center field, number 4, London Fiorella.
London Fiorella now with 2 outs and 2 runners in scoring position. Take strike 1. What did Noah do? So the fly out moved the runner up? That can't be right. That can't be right. I know, but there's no way. You can't put the go-ahead run at third with 1 out on purpose. I'm gonna ask the guy because he's doing stats. Kyle Patrick. Pioneers take the lead in Baldwin. Flared, nice catch by the second baseman. Pioneers get a couple runs. Here's, we'll show you. I promised I would. Here it is again.
For the Pioneers in the bottom of the second, 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors, 2 runners left. And after 2 complete innings, MNU 6, Clarke 4.
They must have a lefty out. They must have a lefty out there. Thank you. Wow. Come on, Joey Juice. Against a lefty? Come on, Joey. Fire up the Heart Network and watch it. I'll watch it. I'll do it. Oh, I've got to watch an ad, but Joey Juice is up.
Leading off the top of the third for the Pride, catcher
Here it is.
4, Abby Archer.
Called strike 1. The hitter is Archer. 2 strikes on Joey Juice. Little flare. Nice diving play from Riley Slycord. Grandpa Rod in attendance. He loves it.
First base, number 36, Kennedy LaDuff.
Joey Juice grounded out. Two and 0 to LaDuff. Little soft liner to third, 2 outs.
Second base, number 18, Maya Durr.
Little pop foul, 0-1. Oh no. And they intentionally walked Cornette, question mark, with runners at first and second, question mark. That misses, 1-1. Little tap, Melodia, always good at fielding her position. Handles no problem. We go to the bottom of the third.
For the Pride in the top of the third,
And I will narrate the baseball game to you.
And after 2.5 innings, Pioneers lead 6-4.
There was a wild pitch, then they walked him. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So Bryce Brecklin in the game for the Pioneers, and they are up by 1 in the 7th. Brecklin, nobody cares who's listening, who's watching this, so I'll shut up. Allie Van Lanker leading off. There's
Leading off the bottom of
some
the
people's
third,
legs.
Pioneers, catcher number 25, Allie Van Lanker.
Somebody's got to hit a home run eventually in this game. Down the line, deep left field, foul territory dropped, and foul. So that was a really exciting strike right there. No, where the ball is, there's an imaginary. So, as a former hitting coach, I never coached softball, so I don't know the softball swing as well as I did the baseball swing, but it's obviously similar. Van Lanker yanking everything fouled on the third baseline. That misses away, 2-2. Wow, he's throwing bullets. 2 outs. Baker. That'd be a huge win for the Pioneers to trail early. Come back. Boy, they got a. Just barely grazed her. She just stood there, but if I'm the other coach, I'm saying, hey, doesn't she have to at least try to get out of the way a little bit? Slide cord, line to third, caught. Good base running from Van Lanker to not get doubled off. And it's KK Bayless.
Designated player number 7, KK Bayless.
Trey, you missed prime KK Bayless, man. 2019 KK Bayless. Oh my goodness. You wouldn't believe the numbers if I showed them to you. No balls, 2 strikes in Baldwin City, 2 outs. Pioneers up 6-5. Got him looking. What? Popped up. That's dropped. Van Lanker. Whatever. Look at this final pitch. Just hold it.
Right field, number 23, Brooklyn Newberry.
Like Bryson was standing up to catch it. That's not a strike. But he also stood up like he was running out to the mound like, yeah, strike 3, let's go. Pioneers win game 1, 6-5. Huge one. Popped up. That was Newberry, and that's caught by the catcher. And we move to the top of the 4th.
For the Pioneers.
Grounded, ripped. Sorry, not grounded. And she didn't hustle after it, and the runner moves to second. That's not great. It's a hit. All right. Here it is again from camera 2. I never did switch it in time. Just kind of jogs after it.
Number 24, Leah Gray.
So technically a double. think Schulte must have thought it was foul. Because, I mean, she hustles and plays hard, and you got to be careful with accusations of laziness or whatever you want to say for a play like that, but cost us a base. Fouled away, look out. The 0-2 popped up down the left field line. Brown, wow, what a catch! Oh, she missed it. She was out of, maybe camera 3 got it. She dove headlong. I don't have camera 3 set up for replay. Oh, that's a problem. Now I do. She sprinted headlong, dove full out, and it was in her glove, but then her heels went over her shoulders as she flipped over. And the ball came out of her glove at that point. Oh, tough one. Oh, there's a bunch of kids in the crowd, and these are Sarah Melodia's students. She's a student teacher doing her practicums and whatnot. She comes late to game 1 and then starts game 2, and these are her students in the crowd here. And I'm not making fun of their outfits. That's hammered into the parking lot, bounce, and clunk off of a car. So I'm mentioning some fans, and I'm not mocking them. Just FYI to everybody listening. Swing and a miss, strike 3. It bounced. Good. Van Lanker tags. Don't throw it if you don't have to.
Center field, number 10, Lily King.
Back to the top of the order, and Lily King. You can see the flags out there beyond the fence. They have every team in the conference on there, plus a big MNU flag. Nice addition by our facilities guy and assistant AD, Brandon Clausen. But you can see on those flags how windy it is out here. And there have been no homers today. I can't believe it. Little flare into left field. Naya can't get that one. Throws to third. That just looked really awkward. Did a little Patrick Mahomes, like no look. So a bunch of soft contact again, and Melodia in trouble again.
Designated player number 23, Elizabeth Leverton.
The first hit was a rocket. We'll give her that. From Hodnett. Called strike 1. They check on the runner at third. And got her! What a throw from Van Lanker. Sorry, I never switched the camera. Fans don't like it. But the out was recorded. Let's have a look here. Yeesh. If she was indeed touching the base, the tag was way late. Well, how would the home plate umpire have a better angle of this than the base umpire? But we shall see. Ball 1, I think. Nope, it was a strike. Called strike. You can't change this call, can you? Out, yeah. Hodnett is out 5-2 PO. And I don't know if King gets a steal there or not. I'm going to give her one and then ask my people later. Because it wasn't, she's not caught stealing. The other girl was picked off, so interesting. And 2 outs now. Little tapper towards first. Nobody's there. Hey! Jeez. Hello? There are other base runners. Show you that again.
Shortstop, number
The runner from
17.
third never stopped,
Change,
and the
base.
Stokes is standing there watching, and there's another base runner. That was Leverton with that little infield hit. That misses down. 2-1. I've played in the snow before. Yeah, you played high school baseball in North Dakota? You're like, yeah, you played in snow? Ooh. I played all my games in snow. Grounder to short, foul channels. It could have been worse. But it's 6-5. Kind of a slugfest going here with no homers. We'll be right back.
Leading off the bottom of the fourth for the Pioneers, left field number 6, Nia Brown.
2-3-4 due up for the Pioneers in the bottom of the fourth. Nia Brown takes ball 1 from Pishka. Grounded to third. They're saying she's out. She's saying it hit her foot. It did look funny. Let's have a look. I have that angle. Oh, it absolutely hit her in the shin. They can't change it. I mean, from his angle, there's no way he's going to see that, but it did hit her in the shin. We saw it clearly on the replay. But it's one of those things where the umpire's not going to be able to see it, so she's going to be out. Just unfortunate. It's just kind of unlucky. That happened to me once, and it hit me in the front toe, so it actually didn't affect the bounce of the ball very much. It just barely grazed my front toe. But I just stood there like, hey, foul ball, you know, and they easily threw me out. But it happens. Tough break for Brown and 1 out for Fouch. Watch out, Coach Flevis. Wow. That drills Fouch. Let's say grazes Fouch.
Second base, number 20, Kelly Stokes.
All right, the home run drought is coming to an end right here. Kelly Stokes is going deep. Yeah, the wind is howling straight out. Let's do this. Just get one up in the air. There's been lots of drives to the fence today too, but no one's really gotten one enough to clear the wall. But Stokes is going to do one here. Left center. Right through the middle, base hit. Fouch moves up to second. And it's up to the home run leader for the Pioneers, Abby Schulte.
17, Abby Schulte.
So Abby Schulte. Stokes at first, Fouch at second. Pishka in the circle. Popped up. Ouch. Infield fly. Batter's out. And that'll be up to Fiorella now with 2 outs. Fiorella's been clutch, though. She had a 2-out, 2-run single in the first game.
Center field, number 4, London Fiorella.
Rips that one foul. Boone, coach, get out the way. Misses down. 1-1. Drilled into deep left field, down the line, carrying towards the track and caught. We go to the 5th, leading by 1.
field, number 16, Kaylee Holtham.
Kaylee Holtham. Did she go? No, she didn't. Ball one. Grounded to short. Fouch has to be quick. One away. One away for Archer. I don't think I've said a few of these names yet. I'm dealing with some stuff. Abby Archer hitting .325 coming in. This is her 26th start. 4 homers, 4 doubles, 3 homers. 16 RBIs. Takes a called strike from Sarah Melodia. And it's 0-1. Pioneers play again tomorrow against Mount Mercy. Is it supposed to rain or anything? Can I leave some of this out here? I don't want to clean all this up and then set it up again. It's supposed to be nasty cold. That's the only problem. Called strike 2. Yeah, it's not going to be great. A high of 49 tomorrow. My wife's running the half marathon tomorrow. It's going to be cold. Tapped foul. Something, they're doing ungodly things at ungodly hours. Running for long periods of time in the cold. But God bless her. She's working hard and training for it. I'm starting to cramp up just being out here. Just under a diving Fouch. And it's a 1-out knock for Archer. Tying run on base for LeDuff.
First base, number 36, Kennedy LeDuff.
Boy, that got on her. Some heat from Sarah Melodia. Fouled away, strike 1. In the dirt, nice pick from Van Lanker. Up the middle, Fouch, 4, 6. 6-4-3 is what I was trying to say anyway, and it didn't happen, so we're all good. Stokes' throw went wild. No further advance. 2 down for Durr. There's a famous poker player that calls himself Durr. Tom Durr Dwan. I don't know why that would be interesting to anyone listening, but I said it anyway. Slash down the line. Foul. Anyone want to make a call or just, no, just, they'll see it. I don't want to raise my arms if I don't need to. I'm too old for that. Yeah. Hands are warmly in my pockets, and that's where they'll stay. That's down the left field line. Foul. Yeah, he called that one. The 1-1 popped up. Oh, he almost caught that. In and out of the hands of this fan down here. E10, my dad used to say. Got about as many laughs as that did. The 1-2. Just outside. Cordelia doesn't seem to be okay. To answer the question on the stream, there obviously would be no reason to take her out if she were healthy. She got a hit and scored in the first inning. That made me flinch. That never makes me flinch. She ran the bases, and she was sprinting towards third on a base hit, and then she slowed up at third. The ball got away from the outfielder. The coach waved her on, but she didn't advance. Like, she just stopped, and it was like maybe that stop and start situation pulled something. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to try to get a report. I'm going to violate some HIPAA rule here. Jammed. I have some sources in the dugout that I can text. Mainly the operator of camera 3 right here. Full count, 2 outs. The runner will be off on the release. Got her looking. Big strikeout from Melodia. And we go to the bottom of the 5th, clinging to that lead.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left. And after 4.5 innings, MNU 6, Clarke 5.
We have a good time here at MNU. But after Cordelia scored in that inning, she did not go back out to center field in the top of the next inning. So we're just speculating, but we'll try to get a little bit of clarification. I'm not allowed to be too specific. That's actually a HIPAA violation, which is really funny. Sometimes they won't even tell me, like, hey, what happened to so-and-so? And they're like, I can't tell you. Okay. Like if I ask one of the trainers or something. Allie Van Lanker pulling everything down the third baseline lately. There's one in the gap. Get down. Lost in the sun. That's down into the fence. Van Lanker pulls into second with a leadoff double. Left fielder is Holtham, and never really had a chance at that. That was right into the setting sun, and I've been out there. That is nasty at this time of day. Coach is bringing everybody in to have a chat. I will mute. Riley Slycord trying to advance Van Lanker. Grounds it foul. Cordelia is standing right outside the dugout, not getting treatment or anything, just standing there with her coat on. So that's all I've got so far. Change up. Oh. Jeez. KK Bayless now with one out.
Player, number 7, KK Bayless.
The 1-0. Slash that into right field foul. It's 1-1. It misses up. 2-1. That's deep into right field. Back to the track, to the wall, up against the fence. Van Lanker rounding third. She's heading to the plate. KK pulls into second with an RBI double, and it is 7-5.
Right field, number 23, Brooklyn Newberry.
Brooklyn Newberry now. The 1-0. Oh, that hitter. Come on, guys. Don't run. Ball strike. 1-1. Cordelia, look up here. She's looking almost. Nope, she missed me. I was going to give her the palms up sign. What's up? What's up with you? And then she would have pointed to her knee or something, you know? That's what I was going for. I'm trying to text Maddie Brooks. She's ghosting me. Maddie Brooks is running camera 3, so I've got her number to say, like, hey, can you zoom in on this or that? It's not normal that I have athletes' numbers. I have a few. Full count. Slashes that down the right field line. Foul. Okay, I see Maddie Brooks talking to Cordelia. I think I'm going to get an answer here in a second. Full count. Change up. Nice piece of hitting from Newberry to stay alive there. Oh, Cordelia's texting from Maddie's phone. So we're going to get it from the horse's mouth, as they say. Don't know why they say that. What does that phrase mean? Into center field and deep. Back to the track. Up against the fence. KK rounds third. She will score. Newberry stays at first. It's a long single. And she's 2 for 2 or something since replacing Cordelia.
Left field number 6, Nia Brown.
Single to center, plus RBI. And Nia Brown up. Oh my goodness. That sounds horrible. All right. So Cordelia texting in third person says she partially subluxed her knee. Part of her kneecap popped out. That sounds like a nightmare. Grounded to third. Fair ball, he says. Newberry pulls into third base. Brown into second. And Pioneers are still threatening here.
Shortstop, number 11, Morgan Fouch.
I didn't click replay, so we'll never know, but that ball sure looked foul from here, didn't it? Must have gone right over the base. I didn't hit replay, so we don't see it. But it's 8-5, and Pioneers still threatening. And we've got Sydney Haas coming in. She pitched in game 1 as well. Morgan Fouch, second and third, one out. First pitch from Haas is taken for a strike. Haas showed some good stuff in game 1. Worked inside nicely, had a good drop ball. Oh, and 2. Now, last time Fouch was in this situation, she had an 0-2 count and just barely laid the bat out there and got the run in. She's very good at picking up RBIs in situations like this. She's in full swing mode on 0-2. Yep, did the same thing. To first, double play. Wow, what a great play from the first baseman, LaDuff. I'll show that again. Hardly ever see double plays like that, but when it's hit hard, here it is again. She broke right away. Step and throw.
2 runs on 4 hits.
And out.
1 runner left. And after 5 complete innings.
It's a 3-2 G DP X.
Three, Hannah Etzel.
Hannah Etzel.
Top of the sixth for the Pride. Right field, number 6, Emma Hodnett.
Hannah Etzel takes over for Melody on the top of the 6th. If she finishes this game, it's a save situation. Time is being called. We're good now. The hitter is Hodnett. I feel like she's had a couple of good knocks today so far. Hodnett, yeah, she's 2 for 2 with 2 doubles. Yeah, I was right. Grounded to third. 1 away. Big out.
Third base, number
Etzel
24,
on the season
Ray.
is 2 and 2. She has a save. This is her 12th appearance. She has a 3.03 ERA. 32 in the third innings, 41 hits, 11 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .320. Gray takes strike 1. If Etzel finishes this game and it stays, I mean, she doesn't give up a ton of runs and whatnot, she's in line for the save, is my point. That's what I'm trying to get at. Another grounder to third, 2 down.
Center field, number 10, Lily King.
My caveat about giving up a bunch of runs, let's say the Pioneers score like oh, geez. That drills King in the shin. That had to hurt.
Designated player number 23, Elizabeth Leverton.
Like you can finish the game and never give up the lead and still not get the save even though you entered in a save situation, because in the stat manual it says if your appearance was brief and ineffective, you don't get the save. But I'm just spouting nonsense at this point. Leverton, the 2-hole, facing Etzel. Lefty on lefty. If you know in the chat, let me know. Lefty on lefty in baseball is a big disadvantage to the hitter. For the most part, you know. It doesn't matter that much in softball. I haven't seen it enough to know that it matters that much, because in softball you don't see the same types of breaking balls that you see in baseball, so it's not that huge of a difference, you know. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Got her. What a throw from Van Lanker. Van Cannon. Sorry. That's not funny. It's not a good nickname.
Clarke at the top of the 6th, no runs, no hits, no errors. And after
I'll think of something else.
innings, Pioneers lead 8-5.
Van Howitzer. Does that sound better? That's the first time she's been caught stealing this year, by the way. Doing rock, paper, scissors. I can't tell who that is. I don't know these girls well enough. All right. All right, here's the throw from Van Lanker from camera 2. See if she stays from her knees. big time. Let's watch it from camera 3 while we're doing things.
Leading off the bottom of the sixth for the Pioneers, second base, number 20, Kelly Stokes.
Kelly Stokes, bottom 6, ball 1. Fouled away. This is Stokes. I'll show that Van Lanker throw one more time. I was a catcher. I like good throws. Softly served into center field. So let's watch this from the side. This is going to be pretty cool.
17, Abby Schulte.
Woo! Squares to punt, gets it down. Safe.
Center field, number 4, London Fiorella.
Lefty still a disadvantage, according to Paul Hunt. Fair enough. Little tap in front of the plate. It's basically a bunt. Tags are out, and the runners move up. So Lee Waldron with the new nickname for Van Lanker.
Catcher number 25, Allie Van Lanker.
Van Lanker the sprinkler with that hose. It's a reach, but I really like it. Van Lanker fouling balls down the third baseline again. It's been a couple weeks of it, actually. Yeah. When do you have to leave, Dennis? You turn down... Oh, well, you... It's all right. What, you're going to leave? Where do you have to be? Yeah. Oh, he should, yes. It's cold out here, Dennis. After this 3-run Jimmy Jack right here. Three 3-1, yeah. Ball 4. They are loaded for Slycord.
First base number 28, Riley Slycord.
Come on, Riley. Get one up on the wind. Let's see if you can clear the soccer net in right center. That's hammered into deep left field. Track, wall, grand slam, Riley Slycord, and the Pioneers have blown it open. Let's check that out from all the angles.
Designated Designated player number 7, KK Bayless.
Here it is again from the side. Hi-ya! Launch angle 198 degrees. Banged off the utility pole out there. And a wonderful time was had by all. Let's see what the pitch was, where it was. Looked like she was a little bit out in front of it. KK takes ball 1. That's hammered into right center field. That's down for a hit. Bobbled. KK taking second base. She's out. Is she injured? Nope. Then it's a good play. Turn the camera off and turn it back on again.
Right field number 23, Brooklyn Newberry.
That's into right center field. That's down. Brooklyn Newberry just racking up base hits like it's no big deal.
Left field number 6, Nia Brown.
Now Nia Brown with 2 outs. That misses up. Throw to first. Nothing doing. MNU scored. See how we did that. Popped up. Pioneers pick up 4 runs. We go to the 7th.
Pioneers score 4 runs on 5 hits. No errors in the bottom of the 6th. And as we go to the 7th, Pioneers lead 12-5.
All right. Tell Maddie to come on. Oh, there she comes. Hey, Maddie, can they turn the camera off and turn it back on before you come up? It's got that brightness to it. It needs to be turned off and turned back on. Remember that? The camera, yeah. Turn it off and back on. Check, check, check. We're back. Top of the 7th, 12-7 Pioneers. So, oddly enough, Etzel's still in line for the save if she can have a nice clean inning. Even if it's not so clean, she's up for the save. Swing and a miss, strike 1. That misses outside, 1-1. This is Leverton, the 2-hole. Chopped, fair, out.
Up to bat number 17, Deja Bates.
Deja Bates now the 3-hole with 2 outs. 1 out, sorry. Two down. As that one popped back to the pitcher.
Number 16, Kaylee Holcomb.
Kaylee Holcomb now. 2 outs, MNU up by 7. We'll be back out here tomorrow at 1 o'clock, right? Mount Mercy. Ooh, drilled her.
Number 4, Abby Archer.
Abby Archer, the 5-hole. Pioneers trying to close out this sweep. Nice block from Van Lanker. She's a really good catcher. We've had Emma Ryan back there for 4 years. Did she play 4 years? I think maybe she did, including COVID, which was barely a year. And she was an excellent defender and had a good arm and threw people out and blocked everything. But Van Lanker stepped in this year and has admirably filled the shoes of Emma Ryan. Excellent job back there this year. 1-1. What's the count? What is happening? 2-1. There was a foul ball on there, wasn't there? Well, camera 1 just quit on me. So that's what that looks like. So we're down to camera 2 and 3 now. Hopefully just one more pitch. The 2-2. Grounded. What was that? That's the second time that's happened. I think she reads swings and gets moving early.
36.
And that's just a base hit. As Fouch was headed towards second. Oh, and 1 to LaDuff. What's going on with you? Grounded foul down the third base line. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. MNU up 7. Hannah Etzel looking to close this thing out. Tapped back to her. That'll do it. Pioneers finish the sweep. We'll be back tomorrow at 1. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Love you.